I know I say that I'm always going to get better at recording consistently, and then I never do. I post like one video and then like 3 months go by and I post another one, and like a year has gone by since I posted last time. If you can't tell, my setting is much different. I thought the Christmas tree would be the best to showcase in the background, although my giant head is covering it, but you get to see the AC and a door. Anyways, welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Mackenzie. If you are new here, please like, maybe drop a subscribe. I promise, but not promise, that I'll get better at updating and recording and posting videos. But no promises, because I've said that pretty much the last 5 videos, and here we are. I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder to like make sure that I don't look gross. I worked last night, and this kind of like made me think, okay, there are some creepy times that I've had when working that I'm sure other people have ran into situations like this, primarily females. Not saying that doesn't happen to men, but I feel like the creepiness usually happens to females. So last night I was working, I'm a server. It was super late. I want to say it was like 30 minutes before we closed last night, and this guy came in. He ordered his food, and he was just being like extra talkative, like making jokes, and you know, like, I'm a tipped employee. I feel like this is where a lot of things go wrong. People mistake kindness for flirting. Anyways, I was just being nice to him, you know. He left me a little tip, and I told him, okay, it'll be like 15 minutes. We were dead, so it ended up being like 7. So he's out in his car, and I just felt like getting the rest of my stuff done, so I hurried up, took it out to him, and then he stopped me. He basically refused to take it until I would talk to him, essentially, and he's like, hold on, and I'm like, okay. And basically what happens is he essentially asks me for my phone number, and I'm like, like, I have a boyfriend, you know, that's really awkward. And then like the whole situation in general, when people are like, can I have your number, and you're at work, is really weird, because like, if you know, you know. But it's like, you got a boyfriend. I'm like, and then, oh my god, he's like, to make it more professional, he's like, I have a business card. He takes out his business card, hands it to me, and says, I'm a barber. You should bring your boyfriend over sometime and we can all have some fun, like insinuating a threesome. And I was like, okay, and like literally ran back inside and confronted the host. And I was like, it gets worse, because this is my life. He calls, and I want to say it was like 2 or 3 minutes after we closed, so my boss answered the phone, and the guy was like, oh, like, is the girl on takeout there? And my boss was like, Mackenzie? And he's like, yeah, can I speak to her? And my boss was like, oh, actually she just left. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he asked a really dumb question. Like, I explained to him the question that he had asked my boss before he left the building when he paid for his food. To me, that just shows that like he just wanted an excuse to like talk to me, and then when I wasn't there, he didn't want to like just hang up and be weird. He wanted to ask some stupid question to make it seem like he was gonna ask me a question. Just by like the way he was acting, I definitely took it that way. Story number 2 happened when I was working at Texas Roadhouse, which is also the place where my car got broken into. Lovely me. I don't work there anymore though, so It was just one guy, and he came in, and then he had gotten his food and whatnot, and he was just being friendly, like talking to me. Like, usually when it's one person, I tend to be extra talkative to them, because like, you're eating alone, you know, like, I don't like eating alone. I don't want other people to feel alone, especially if I have like extra time, and I didn't have any other tables. I want to say like I had just been cut as soon as he got his food, so I was just chatting with him, and he was drinking another beer and whatnot, and he was just talking to me and talking to me and talking to me, and he was like, oh yeah, like I'm in the area, and he was telling me, like, trying to like brag about his job, and I was like, oh yeah, wow, you know, like acting like I'm interested but not interested. You feel me? So he keeps talking to me, telling me about his job. He's like, yeah, I'm in the area, I'm staying in a hotel. He's like, what are you doing later? And I was like, oh, you know, going to the gym and then going home. Because at the time I actually worked out. I know, it's crazy. I hate myself. myself. And he was like, oh, well, you should stop by at my hotel. And I was like, this is not, no, I am a server. You are getting the wrong impression, sir. Completely wrong. Oh my God. And I was just like, I think he knew and could tell that I was like dumbfounded. I'm not really good at hiding my emotion. It definitely portrays on my face. He definitely knew and saw that I truly had no words for what he just said to me, and I didn't. And then he just continues the conversation. He's like, well, you don't have to, just wanted to offer, you know, because I'm in the area. I was like, I don't know. He had kept talking to me, and he got another beer after he was done with his food. And at this point, like, all of my stuff was done. I was ready to go home. I just had to like clean his table basically. And then he's like, oh, can I get your Snap? And I was like, I don't really know. Like, I don't give that out. Like at work, like that's kind of strange. Like stranger danger, ha ha ha. And he was like, well, just think about it. Like, and I was like, okay. So he finally pays for his food, and he's just sitting there and trying to talk to me. And I was like, And at this point in time, I had left to go to the host stand, and I was like talking to the girls there. And I was like, guys, I don't know what to do. One of the girls found a fake Snapchat, like a legit Snapchat, but it wasn't mine, matched my name. And she's like, here, give this to him so he'll leave you alone and go. And I was like, okay. I go back up there. He's like, all right, like I'm ready to cash out. And I cash him out. And then he's like, so no on that Snapchat? And I was like, yeah. So he left, and his bill was like $20, and he left me $20 cash, and I was like, my man. It still wasn't worth it though. It was fucking awful. Very awful. Serving sucks. People are insane over food or over anything. Like, I'm human, you're human. People will say the nastiest things, like do not care how bad they degrade you if their food doesn't come out like in a mannerly time, because they tend to exaggerate. Wow, other people in other countries or even this country don't know when their next meal is going to be, and yet here we are. So that was a super quick video. I just wanted to hop on and say that I'm not dead, guys. I just really wanted to rant about last night because it was very creepy. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.